Hey, welcome back to a Transformed Life podcast. I am thrilled that you are listening to this show. And if you're watching this on YouTube, yes, I am cold right now. My hands are freezing. So this might be a quicker episode than usual. I am so grateful you are joining me for this episode today. This is part 5 in the series we have been doing all month of January 2026 on spanking. And I really hope you have enjoyed this podcast. Maybe you found some new insights. Maybe you have realigned your parenting intentions, how you will no longer spank, hit, and use violence as discipline, as punishment, and instead realign to love, to mentorship, to coaching, to guidance, to regulating yourself, to seeing where patterns are showing up in your life. And when the children activate you, you can use that as a mirror into your life. And because real discipline tools mean to teach, it doesn't mean to hit someone younger than us. Again, if you wouldn't hit your spouse, if you wouldn't hit an animal, you most certainly would not hit your child. And if you're here because you want to stop yelling, stop hitting, stop losing it, you're definitely in the right place. So welcome. And I want to remind you, this series is not about shaming parents. It's not about shaming you. It is about giving you a plan your nervous system can really follow and follow through in integrity and in alignment. Yes, alignment is a popular word on this show. And before we dive right into this series, this episode is educational. It's informative. It's awakening. It's eye-opening. And I'm not your therapist. If you're in a situation with violence in the home, if you feel out of control, please reach out for a local therapeutic licensed support. And if you are looking for coaching or guidance, mentorship, I would be happy to walk along this journey with you. If this episode helps you in any way, please share it on your socials, share it with a friend, share it with a parent, another mother, another father who is really looking to up-level their parenting game so we can have healed generations moving forward and we no longer are going to perpetuate cycles of abuse and violence and harm and hurt. We will perpetuate healing and growth and love and kindness. So, all right, episode 5 is the final part of this spanking series, and it's the most practical one. This is the truth very few people say out loud. You don't stop spanking by saying, I shouldn't. You stop spanking by having a plan for the exact moment you're activated, because it will happen. And as you realign your parenting, it will happen less and less. In the beginning, it probably will happen quite a bit. And celebrate that awareness of like, oh, I'm feeling activated. I really want to hit my child. Great awareness. Celebrate that. That is a win. We want to give our brain positive dopamine hits. And that is one way you can do that. And when you are calm, you have values. You're integrated in yourself. When you're triggered, you have reflexes. In fact, something this morning came up, non-parenting related. And I really had to go inside, do the internal work, keep my power, keep my peace. This is not about me. I can reflect on it. I can realign my response, use that as self-reflection. And it's usually about the other person. And so when you're triggered, you simply have reflexes, and it's reflecting what needs to be realigned, reworked, disentangled, and pivoted to where you want to go in your life, in the words you speak, in how you parent, and how you show up in the world. And the consequence for not building a replacement for your reflex to triggers is your body is going to reach for whatever has, quote unquote, worked before. Not because you're evil. simply because your nervous system is trying to end the intensity fast and wants to get out of the pain. It's usually fight, flight, and freeze. So today I'm giving you, drum roll, a 5-part replacement framework you can use in real time, 6 consequences that actually teach. And I don't necessarily like the word consequences. 6 ways you can realign your current parenting instead of consequences. You can use them as realigning your parenting. And then if you've already spanked, a repair path with scripts for you. So this episode is all about turning conviction into behavior change. As John Deloney says, behavior is a language. So what do we want our language to be? And I really want to say this very clearly and very directly. You are allowed to be the kind of parent who says, violence ends with me, not as a vibe, as a plan, as a nervous system baseline. So let's build it. So this is the framework, and then we'll talk about quote unquote consequences second. And then third, repair. This is the 5-part replacement plan. Number 1, regulate yourself first. Your tone sets the room. Number 2, you're going to block the harm, calm physical boundary. 3, name the truth, emotion plus need. 4, teach the skill, what to do instead. This is kind of the coaching, the mentorship guidance angle. That's discipline. And then number 5, repair and reconnect. The bond is the accelerator. And I'm going to walk through each one with real language you can use in real time. So number 1, regulate yourself first. Your tone sets the room. The first move you're going to do is not fix the child, make them stop. The first move is stabilize yourself, because your child is not only responding to what you're saying, they're responding to your tone, to your face, your pace, and of course, your energy, because everything is energy. And your job is to become the thermostat. So here's a 10-second reset you can do in the moment. Step back 1 step, step away from the child. Breath, exhale longer than you inhale twice. This really calms your sympathetic state, brings you back into your body and calms the nervous system that you're not being chased by a tiger. Then drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw, kind of move your hands around, like come back into your body, feel like your little finger, feel like your big toe. Notice your ear. And then you're going to lower your voice. And then say it out loud to yourself if you need to. Pause. I'm the adult. I can do this without harm. Reminding your nervous system, you're speaking to the nervous system, that we are no longer going to operate from this pattern of violence and hitting and quote unquote spanking. And if you need one line you can give to your child as you are regulating, you can say this to them: I am taking a pause so I can help you safely. And this matters greatly because it buys you time. It gives you time to regulate, come back into whatever situation is happening. And that time is what's going to stop the impulse to hit, to cause harm. Number 3, you're going to block the harm, calm physical boundary. Nonviolent discipline is not permissive. Blocking harm is part of love. And blocking harm can look a few different ways, such as moving your child away from another sibling or another child, if they're like in daycare, holding a boundary with your body, taking an object, guiding hands down gently, or moving yourself between your child and what they're trying to do. So this is a calm script you can use. I won't let you hit. I won't let you throw that. I'm moving your body back to keep everyone safe. I'm here. I'm keeping everyone safe. So those are 4 really simple, calm scripts, again, in a calm tone where you are regulated. You're not screaming or yelling. You got your power. You're not giving it away. You don't have to be rough or mean. You don't have to lecture. You don't have to use threats, consequences. You're clear, calm, and contained. And when you feel your own intensity rising, you can add this. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm going to keep us safe. I'm feeling out of control. I'm going to keep us safe. I am feeling the need to hit, and I'm going to step back because that's no longer what I want to do. And that really lets the child know, oh, mom, dad is serious about this. They're going to honor me as an individual. And I see that. And that's all about honest communication with them. It's so powerful. Number 3, we're going to name the truth. So this is emotion plus need. And this part is where a lot of parents can either skip or overdo it. We're not doing a therapy session. We're simply doing a nervous system translation. And the goal is name what's true so the body can settle enough to learn. Here's a possible script you could use. You feel X because you want/need Y. Fill in the blank. Examples. You're mad because you wanted to keep playing. You're frustrated because it's hard and you want help. You're sad because you wanted my attention. You're disappointed because you wanted a yes. And then add one boundary sentence to that. And I won't let you fill in the blank. That's it. It's simple, not necessarily easy as you're practicing a new way of parenting. And the magic is in this. You're validating emotion without validating harm. And then number 4, you're going to teach the skill. This is really the crux of discipline. It's coaching, mentorship, guiding, following by positive example. What to do instead. So here is where, discipline really becomes the teaching. If we only stop the behavior and don't teach the replacement, the child is going to repeat it. And then parents interpret that as this doesn't work, or gentle parenting is just permissive. Well, they're missing this number 4 in the sequence of your teaching, guiding, coaching your children on how to be healthy adults in kid form now. And so teaching is the missing piece. And so you can pick one of these simple replacement skills in the moment. Show me gentle hands. Use your words. I'm mad. I'm angry. Ask for a turn. Stomp your feet. Squeeze this pillow. Push the wall. Take space. This is another script you can use. You can be mad. You may not hit. Here's what you can do instead. Fill in the blank. And if they won't do it right away, you model it. You coach it, you guide it, you mentor it, and you keep it small and attainable. It's like, what's the quote for goals? Like, KISS, is it like keep it stupid and simple, something along those lines? Like you keep it super simple, especially if you're dealing with maybe like a 2 or a 3-year-old versus a 12-year-old. Things are going to be a little different depending on the age of the child. Let's do it together is another possible one. And then 5, this is really another one that so many parents have missed, and you can see it in adults today. It's repair and reconnect. Bond is the accelerator. And this is where parents think, if I reconnect, am I rewarding bad behavior? No. Reconnection is not reward. Reconnection is how the brain reopens for learning. Repair can be as simple as, that was hard. I'm here. Or we're okay. Or let's try again. Let's role play. The next time we're going to leave our grandparents' house, how are we going to do it? Here are 2 choices. I can set the timer for 5 minutes. I can give you another option. You let kind of the child, like you're the adult giving them boundaries and choices. Children really like choices. And so if you can let them kind of feel a little bit like in control, you're going to have a co-partner in your parenting, in peaceful home, in a peaceful car ride. So if your child has, previously escalated and then settled, you can do a quick, recap. Next time you're mad, what can you do? Again, you can role play out of like, when you want that toy and I said no, what can we do? So you role play ahead of time, and then you use that role play in the situation when it comes up in real time. And so they can answer, you can come up with answers together. Maybe you do like coloring as kind of a role play, or how did you feel about that? It's coloring. It's, kind of like some like play therapy. And maybe you have stuffed animals and you do a role play with that. Super helpful. There's so many creative ideas that you can use to really realign your parenting to create healthy children into healthy adults. And then after all of that, you're going to simply say, thank you. I love you. And this bond is the accelerator, because safety is what builds skills. Fear builds compliance. Safety builds capacity. So there's some Q&A parent questions I want to answer. We're going to answer the first one. Question 1 is, what if my kid is hitting or kicking? Am I supposed to just take it? No. You block the harm calmly. Again, you are regulated first. And the script is, I won't let you hit me, someone else. Then you physically create safety. You either step back, you hold hands gently if needed, you move siblings, move other children, you move to another space, and then you name truth and teach the skill. I see that you're mad. You wanted X. You may not hit. You can stomp or squeeze in this safe space, not near me, other children, or your siblings. Question 2. I snap so fast. What is the fastest reset? So again, this is probably going to happen commonly as you are rewiring, relearning, realigning your parenting, and it will dissipate over time. So know that there is hope in this. And you're going to pick a single micro pattern you'll do every time. Step back, exhale, lower voice. Repeat. Step back, exhale, long exhale out. So you're calming your nervous system, lower your voice. 3 things. And then you're going to say, pause. I can do this without harm. It sounds too simple, and repetition over and over again will make it feel real in your nervous system and in your parenting. All right. So now we're going to talk all about consequences. And these are not consequences in the sense that they are revenge, pain, or humiliation. These are different aligned choices. And again, I don't typically use the word consequences. I know so many are used to well, you're going to have a consequence. I'm going to take away your iPad. And it's all just, it's not aligned parenting. And so a good reframe for this is related behavior, respectful to the child, reasonable for the moment, and repeatable for you. Here are some 6 options. Option 1 is redo with support. This is one of the best teaching tools on the planet. They slam a door, take a toy, speak harshly, shove past you. You simply say, try that again, redo, let's practice. And if they need support, I'll help you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to support you. And you're training the nervous system to do it differently for both of you. Option 2, if an object is part of the harm, it leaves. Script, that's not safe. I'm removing it for now. You can try again later. There's no lecture. You don't need to go into a therapy session with that. Option 3, and the activity. If the activity is fueling the behavior, the activity ends. So some possible scripts you can use. We're done with this right now. We'll try again later when your body is calm. And this teaches when we can't be safe, we pause. How many adults need to learn that? Choices reduce power struggles because you're giving autonomy inside a boundary. You can do A or B. You can walk or I can carry you. You can clean it up now or after dinner. You can wear a coat or you can choose not to wear a coat. You can use kind words, or you can pause for space. So you want to, offer choices that you can model yourself and that also are examples in your life that you can use for them to model discipline. And then another option is a time in versus time out. It's not isolation. Time in is closeness with containment. This is not go away until you behave. This is you're not alone and we're going to regulate together. Here's a script. You're having a hard time. You're staying with me. I'm right here. Breathe with me. And you can refer back to my previous episodes of repatterning your diaphragm and your nervous system through breath. Super simple. Kids love the cat and cow exercise. All of them are kid friendly. Breathe with them in that way. Another one is when your body is calm, we'll solve it. We'll come up with a creative solution. This is really powerful for kids who escalate with separation. Then option 6, restitution, repair. If they hurt someone, break something, or make a mess, we repair. So the script is we repair. You can get an ice pack for your sister. You can help fix it. You can apologize when you're ready. The key is not to force a fake apology when they're dysregulated. It requires repair. Invite apology when regulated, when they truly harmed someone. Like sorries and apologies are used when they used, unkind words. They hurt someone. They broke something and they take, responsibility for that. So we're raising responsible adults, not reactive adults. So here's some more Q&As. Isn't this just gentle parenting that, creates entitled kids? No. Entitlement comes from a lack of boundaries. This is strong boundaries without harm. Permissive is no boundary. Nonviolent discipline is clear boundary with teaching. Permissive is no boundary. Nonviolent discipline is clear boundary with teaching. What if consequences don't work? My kid doesn't care. Then the behavior isn't connected or it's too abstract. Kids care about what is immediate, related, and consistent. So instead of no screens tomorrow, it's we're ending the activity now. Instead of you're grounded, try that toy is removed because it's not safe. And then remember, you're not trying to control them like a robot. You're building skills over time. And remember, you're not trying to control them. I think that's so much where spanking comes into play. It's like a big person, adult is trying to control a little person's behavior. And that is why discipline and spanking does not work. You are building new skills over time. Now let's get to the part that so many parents need and almost very few really teach about this. What to do if you already spanked. If you've already spanked your child today, yesterday, last year, or years ago, please hear me on this. You're not doomed. You're not beyond repair. Repair is how the nervous system updates. And repair is also what breaks the cycle of I hurt you, so now I hide or justify. No, we face it. We name it. We repair it. We change the plan. And this is a possible repair script for you. You can say it exactly like this. I'm sorry I hit. You didn't deserve that. I'm learning new ways. You are safe with me. Next time I am overwhelmed, I will take a pause and then stop talking. And if your child wants more connection, that's really what children want, you can add something like this. It's my job to keep you safe, even when I'm upset. I'm practicing. I'm going to keep becoming better. And don't turn this into, but you were being, you made me, I had no choice. that destroys repair. That is not healthy repair. Repair is you taking full responsibility and naming the new plan. And I really want to tie this public health reality that the World Health Organization treats violence prevention as prevention, not perfection. The goal is lowering escalation risk, building skills, interrupting harm. And if you're listening and you're like, yeah, I already did that, thanks. Your job is not to drown in shame. You're not bad. You're not unworthy. You're not unlovable. Your job is to build a replacement plan and practice repair all day long in your adult life, in your parenting, in your friendships, in your relationships, and it will come up. And this is where you can practice repair in a healthy, regulated, nervous system aligned way. So here's some more questions. Did I damage my child if I have spanked? There's one thing I really want you to hold on to. It's this: repair changes the imprint. And so the goal, again, is not perfection. The goal is reduce harm, increase safety, teach skills, and repair when you miss. And if you're in a pattern when you feel out of control or where you feel out of control, that is a sign to receive more support, not because you're bad, but because your nervous system needs backup. Another question: what if my kids bring it up later? Like, you hit me. You don't deny, you don't defend, you repair again. You're right. I hit, and that was wrong. That's not how I am parenting moving forward. You didn't deserve that. I'm learning new ways. You're safe with me now. And this is how you build trust with yourself and with your children. And I want to close this series with something very simple and strong. You know, this is the month, January 2026, where we stop calling violence discipline. And if you take nothing else from this episode or even this series, please take this offering. You do not stop spanking with guilt. You stop with a plan. So I'm going to give you a plan one more time. Regulate yourself first, block harm, name the truth, teach the skill, repair, plus connect. And then choose the reframes, what we typically would call consequences, to redirects that teach, redo with support, remove object, end activity, structured choice, a time in, and of course, restitution, repair. And if you've already spanked, repair. Take responsibility, take ownership for that. Name the new plan and practice the pause. Come back into your body and have even like a meeting with your family, with your spouse, if you are in a relationship, husband, wife, mother, father, partner, and say, hey, this has come to my attention and we are going to have a healthy family from here on out. There are some things that I've, make this language appropriate for whatever age you have of children. And we are no longer going, mom and dad are no longer going to be spanking in our household. And you have an honest conversation with them about this, of how you are realigning your parenting and that you're all in this together. It's not parents against children. It's not children against parents. And so you can say, this is going to be new for me as we move forward in new ways. And we're going to start this today. And then you can, write this one script and put it on your fridge. You can be mad. You may not hurt. Here's what you can do instead. I'm taking a pause so I can help you safely. That's a replacement plan. I really enjoy chatting with you on this really important topic of ending violence. Ending violence starts with us. And health, kindness, and love starts with us. It begins with us. And we can stop violence by simply ending spanking as a very misaligned discipline tool in our homes and realign it to ways that honor everyone's humanity, their soul, their person, And it's such a beautiful gift that you can give your children and future generations. I would love if you left a 5-star review on whatever podcast platform you are watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit subscribe. There's a ton of views on my videos, and yet very few subscribes. So please subscribe to this, and I would really, really appreciate that. Next week is going to be February, and I am excited for all the new podcast episodes that are coming out, and I can't wait to continue this journey with you. With that, I will wrap up for today, and I wish you a beautiful day. Much love, light, and peace. And remember, you are the regulation and the repair the world so desperately is asking for and needing. I'll see you next week. Have a beautiful day.